BDR streams raw and at rest HL7 into HDFS and S3, then JSONizes and encrypts the HL7 for migration into Snowflake, S3, Redshift, HDFS, PostgreSQL and others, at speeds and scale only Spark, Java, Spring Boot can deliver. BDR's UI delivers ONC-mandated patient data downloads with end-to-end encryption. BDR's UI provides functionality for data scientists to select any combination of HL7 data fields from the JSONized HL7 repository for extraction. Data scientists and analysts can then create detailed and meaningful information to enhance the healthcare options they provide patients. First, we are selecting the source HL7 we want to process, and in this case we will process it streaming. Next, we are selecting the Snowflake repository to store the JSONized HL7 data. We have selected an existing Snowflake data warehouse and gave the name for the new JSONized HL7 data to be stored in. By selecting the streaming checkbox anytime new data is added to the HL7 source file, it will automatically be processed into, in this case, the Snowflake repository, JSONized and encrypted. Here we are demonstrating that BDR can migrate raw HL7 files into repositories for JSONization processing. As we refresh the Snowflake repository, we will see the new table created and that the one HL7 file has been written in an encrypted format. Now, with streaming still on, we are adding a few more HL7 messages. We will then go into the Snowflake repository to see if the BDR automation of streaming, JSONizing and writing the two new HL7 messages are present and encrypted. We are viewing the first HL7 message that was written, and when the stream is completed here in a few seconds we will see all three HL7 messages, JSONized and encrypted. Now we have turned off streaming. We are adding a few more new HL7 messages, and with the BDR streaming turned off we will refresh the Snowflake repository and we will see that no new records have been written. We now turn back on the BDR streaming, and without running any processes the BDR stream Spark application processes the new HL7 transactions found in the input stream directory, and as we refresh the Snowflake target repository we see the newly added JSONized and encrypted HL7 messages. Now BDR will demonstrate its graphical interface and view the JSONized message column names, allowing patients, analysts and others with authority to generate reports with option extraction and load criteria. Run the process, and next we will show how they download and migrate their reports. The users simply click in the checkboxes next to the data they want to see in their reports and optionally download with end-to-end encryption to their iPhones, mobile devices or computer, with no need for additional applications, or migrate to another data source for further analysis. Now, with the report process complete, the user can view the report in the user interface. Now the user has selected to download this report with a simple selection. The user's download to their device of choice is assigned a new encryption key each time to add to the BDR HTTPS, SSL, SSH, Crypto.js and other security for end-to-end encryption of their downloaded report. Here is the CSV report on the user's device. Now we are selecting to migrate this report to Google's BigQuery. We select the admin's BigQuery defaults and add the name of the file to store the migrated and encrypted report to BigQuery. Now, with the process submitted, we look to see that the new file name does not exist now in the BigQuery database. Now that the process has completed, we go back to the BigQuery database and refresh it, and now can see the new file name. We open the new file and see that the report has been written, though in a protected IS-256 encryption. Only users with proper credentials, authority and or multi-factor authentication can use BDR's microservices. APIs or proxy can decrypt the AES-256 encrypted data. As we now refresh the data in BigQuery, we can see that the data is now decrypted as requested by the authorized user. Here are the current source file systems the HL7 migrated JSONized data can be written to, and here is a list of the current data sources that the user-created reports may be migrated to. Of course, with AES-256 encryption. Thank you for viewing this video.